Okay, what's the general thing people don't really know about you?
General thing that people don't know about me.
Yes. Besides being a radio personality.
Yeah. Um. What is it? I think people know everything about me, but there are other things that. Did I tell you that I'm from a polygamy family? My father had 4 wives.
As I remember you mentioned.
Yeah. And one other thing, I cook. It's one of the things that they try to go to Sabantu when they find out that I can cook. I can't, but
really,
some
really
nice cuisine, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and also I partake in music as well. I like music a lot, so I've been working on music behind the scenes. Yeah.
And then on the cooking part of it, what is your favorite cuisine, like internationally, or do you stick it purely to African cuisine?
I kind of mix it up, but Gagasi, I enjoy African cuisines. I'm a big fan of beans curry, influenced by Indian touch. You know, most of our curries, mashallah, on the coastline, Durban mostly, are influenced by the Indian culture. So I like that way of cooking because it reminds me of my mother, who's now late, so whenever I miss her, I cook such meals.
And then what was your favorite meal to cook specifically for you?
For me, you'll be shocked, I like cooking beans. It's my favorite. And I think one of my sons take after me because there's always ask for beans, but I also enjoy fish, dry fish. I always come up with new ways of doing things. Yeah.
And then looking back at your life, let's just take a quick trip down memory lane. Is there anything that you would have done different, or you wouldn't change anything for the world?
There are things that I would have done different. Mostly believing in myself from when I started. I didn't know that I had talent, but I didn't put out demos enough to radio stations. People used to talk about me, but I didn't think I was at that level. So it took quite a long time for me to actually crack it on commercial radio. But when I did, we were making our presence felt.
And then,
catching up.
And then a typical day in your life, how's it like? What do you normally do? Places you go to? Just a general rundown of your normal day.
Typical day for me, I wake up very early in the morning, like around 3:30 or 3 o'clock, to prepare for the show.
My God.
But as soon as 6 o'clock hits, I'm done. So we have to be at work an hour early because there's always new news coming. There's always something happening in the world, fresh. So we always try to be fresh. So we need to wake up early. But throughout the day, that's when I get ukuthi hawile ngizokhuluma ngayo kusasa, because I get influenced by the real people. It's not that I just come up with from out of nowhere. I see the lifestyle. I see ukuthi of people that have about life in general, and then we bring it on radio.
Alright. And then how do you stay innovative?
Okay, ask again.
How do you stay innovative?
How do I stay innovative?
Yes, because you're all over social media, as you mentioned, that it's something that you love to do. So how do you keep up with the new trends and everything that's going on?
I think not boggling myself in my zone. Like I like hanging out with new people. When people approach me who do something that I don't do, I usually listen to them, and then I learn from them as well. So I'm open to abantu to engage with me, and then I learn from them. So most of the things I know today, I didn't go to school to study them. I get it from people that I live with.
Right. And then if you had to give advice to someone who just entered the industry, what would you say to them? Like a quick word of advice.
Yes, you must dedicate yourself to it. Career or the path that you've chosen can be a bit jealous. So you don't have to we share. So you have to dedicate your all to it. there are people around you who will say you're crazy, what are you doing, you're wasting time, whatever. But as long as you know and which this thing that I've been brought into this world to do, keep at it up until it's cracking.
And then if you had to describe yourself in 5 words.
In 5 words. I think I'm a caring, loving person, and also I learn from others. What else? It's hard to put in good way about myself, but I'm a hard worker as well. I really take each and everything I do serious, and most of the things I do self-taught. I don't know. You will get the words from that. It sounds like sentences.
But when people generally talk about you, when you kind of happen to hear what people are saying about you, what are the words that tend to stick out?
What tends to stick out is the people kind of feel that I'm an easy guy, easy to approach kind of person, and which is the truth. Like, I don't see why I shouldn't be accessible to me.
Right. And then, out of everything that you've done, you've been in radio for over 20, it's heading to 20 years, right?
Yeah.
You have a cooking channel on YouTube, you are all over South Africa, basically. What's the one thing that really speaks to you, that you look at it like, this is ultimately what I came to do, and I've done it, and I can sit back and be proud of that?
I think helping others, as much as I'm a broadcaster, I've led other people actually to use my brain to get to the next level. If you were to find out how many people are on radio today because of me, I've dedicated my time from people who've never done radio, help them do demo tapes, and actually some of them actually landing jobs. There are people who can be at even the station that I work for. Maybe 15 to 20% is people who are recruited by me from the streets in Germany. That's how he hasn't time to write. I'm like, really? And then I feel the passion. I'm like, okay, let me help you out. And those are some of the things.
Looking at everything that you've done, okay, you have made a mark. Like, it's uncommon for you to approach a person and they don't know Mzokoloko, right? Do you think you've done enough to leave a mark that you'd probably say, this is me?
Yes, but I feel which is the beginning. We're changing gears now. We're getting into bigger things going forward. As far as the Mzokoloko brand is concerned, in the past I've never really paid attention into growing the brand. It has just happened on its own. I've focused the most on the quality of work that I put out every time. But now I've been fortunate to get big teams that are going to be working into making sure that Mzokoloko brand does not only head off in KZN, it becomes a national or even international.
So you have goals, obviously, to reach out into the world. South Africa is just the homestead. You want to reach out into the different parts of the world. What's the one place that you really want to say that if I could travel there, if I can make my name known there, then I'll die of happiness?
There's something about UK, mostly because of radio. The style of radio for me in the UK is just amazing. It's tighter than anywhere in the world. We usually hear about people from America, because America is America. But I believe the best of radio is in the UK. And with the digital wave that is going on, someone might tap into that and maybe have a radio station that has a satellite homes on that side.
Okay. And then a quick word of, I don't know, anything that you just want to say that you feel you can want to address to the youth specifically, or just to the nation, like a word of advice of some sorts, just to kind of close off this interview. What would you say?
I would say, like, young people now are very fortunate in terms of resources that they have. and the ability to be able to use them. But it's hard to see that during your time, because Tina, we compare it to our youth days, or when we have like, oh, these guys are just having it easy. But you guys are also having struggles in Amasha that you are facing. But I'm saying, hey, it's better than what it used to be. Let's grab these opportunities available by both hands. Collaborate, work with other people. People don't like to work in solos. But I'm saying, just find people around you, form something. That's how big companies were formed. Dome, Res, about Facebook. There are now actually the biggest companies in the world. So start using the team of people that you hang out with to do something positive.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.